Every night, you willingly do something that would get most wild animals killed. You lie down. You close your eyes. Your muscles go soft. Your awareness disappears. And for the next 7 or 8 hours, if danger appears beside you, your brain may not even know it is there. From a survival point of view, sleep makes no sense. It is the most vulnerable state a living creature can enter voluntarily. Evolution should have removed it a long time ago. But it didn't. Not in humans, not in mammals, not in birds, not even in dolphins who cannot fully lose consciousness in the water. They sleep with 1/2 of the brain at a time. So the real question is not simply, why do we sleep? The real question is, why did evolution keep sleep, even though sleep makes us defenseless? And even stranger, why do we usually do it at night? Because night is the worst time to be helpless. You see less, you react slower. The world becomes darker, colder, and harder to read. So why does your body shut you down when the sun disappears? Let's follow the evidence. Deep inside your brain, in the hypothalamus, there is a tiny cluster of about 20,000 neurons. It is called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. That name sounds complicated, but its job is simple. It is the master clock of your body. It tells your organs when to wake up, when to cool down, when to release hormones, when to feel alert, and when to start preparing for sleep. And the strange thing is this clock keeps ticking even when the outside world disappears. In 1962, a young French scientist named Michel Siffre climbed down into a cave in the Alps. No sunlight, no clocks, no calendar, no normal contact with the surface. He stayed there for 63 days. When he finally came out, he was shocked. He thought much less time had passed. His body had been counting days, but not correctly. 10 years later, he repeated the experiment in a cave in Texas, this time for months. Without light, his sleep-wake cycle began to stretch. Sometimes his day lasted more than 24 hours, sometimes much longer. His body still had a clock, but without light, the clock drifted. That was the first clue. Your body does not simply decide to sleep because you are tired. It follows a rhythm written into biology. In 2017, Michael Hall, Michael Rosbash, and Michael Young won the Nobel Prize for discovering the genes that help run this inner clock inside living cells. Light is the signal that resets the system. Darkness is the signal that begins the shutdown. When evening comes, the pineal gland releases melatonin. Your body temperature begins to fall. Your alertness drops. Your brain receives the message, night is here. Prepare for sleep. And in the early 2000s, scientists found something even more interesting in the human eye. There are special cells in your retina that do not help you see images. They do not care about faces, walls, or trees. They care about light itself. Their job is to tell the brain whether it is day or night, and they are especially sensitive to blue light, the same blue light that comes from a phone screen in the middle of the night. So when you scroll in bed at midnight, your eyes may see a phone, but your ancient clock sees morning. That is the first reason we sleep at night. The body was built around the cycle of the planet. But clocks are only part of the story, because sleep does not just tell time. Sleep repairs the brain.
In 2012, neuroscientist Maiken Medegaard and her team discovered something that changed the way scientists think about sleep. The brain has its own cleaning system. It is called the glymphatic system. During the day, your brain cells are busy. They burn energy. They process information. They create waste. One of those wastes is beta amyloid, a protein linked to Alzheimer's disease when it builds up in the brain. But the brain cannot clean itself properly while it is fully awake. There is too much activity, too much traffic, too much noise. During sleep, something remarkable happens. The spaces between brain cells expand. Fluid begins to flow more freely through the brain. Waste is carried away. In simple words, every night your brain washes itself, not metaphorically, physically. While you are lying still, your brain is doing maintenance you cannot do while awake. This is one reason sleep survived evolution, because a creature that never sleeps may stay alert for a while, but a creature that sleeps wakes up rebuilt. If this story helped you see the ordinary world differently, subscribe. In the next video, we'll look at what happens when sleep is broken every night for years. Write in the comments what everyday mystery we should explain next. I read everything. Good night.